Welcome to another edition of Comic Vine's 3-Minute Expert, where we make you an expert in around 3 minutes. When it comes to Batman, there are a few female characters that have caught his eye over the years. Today, let's talk about one love interest that just might be perfect for the Dark Knight: Catwoman. Since Catwoman's first appearance as the Cat in 1940's Batman #1, Catwoman has had a few different origins. In their first encounter, the Cat was simply a jewel thief that Batman immediately found himself attracted to. So much that he offered to spank her and even accidentally allowed her to escape. She didn't wear her Catwoman outfit, but would soon return. In 1950's Batman #62, Catwoman turned out to be a former flight attendant who turned to crime after suffering from amnesia when she survived a plane crash. She later admitted to making the story up to justify her life of crime. In 1983's The Brave and the Bold #197, it was mentioned that Selina escaped from an abusive marriage. After her divorce, she snuck into her ex-husband's office to retrieve her jewelry that was locked in his safe. She enjoyed the thrill, felt she deserved more, and so turned to a life of crime. Catwoman wasn't always a thief. Over the years, she straddled the fence and was known to assist Batman on occasion. Unfortunately, she eventually reverted back to her thieving ways. There have been different versions of her early years. As a child, Selina grew up with a distant mom, Maria, who was more inclined to spend her time with cats before committing suicide. Selina's father became cold to her due to the resemblance to her mother. He eventually dies from drinking too much, forcing Selina to stay in a shady orphanage where she later escapes. In 1986's Batman Year One, Selina Kyle received another origin. While working as a prostitute, she studied martial arts in order to escape her abusive pimp boyfriend. When attempting to steal an ancient relic, she ended up being trained by the Armless Master. She also had some training by Ted Wildcat Grant. Selina began sharing her home with a young runaway named Holly Robinson, who would later briefly take on the mantle of Catwoman herself. Trying to further escape from the world of prostitution, Selina wore a catsuit costume in order to hide her identity as she began her career in burglary. Adding another kink to her past, Catwoman suspected that she might be the illegitimate daughter of mafia boss Carmine Falcone. Still straddling the line between good and bad, she became a suspect when Commissioner Gordon was shot in the Officer Down story. Despite being cleared of charges, Catwoman disappeared, and it looked as if she was killed by the assassin, Deathstroke the Terminator. It was private investigator Sam Bradley that managed to track her down. This also marked the return of Holly Robinson in Selina's life. When Batman was fighting his enemy known as Hush, he worked alongside Catwoman, and the two rekindled their relationship. Batman went so far as to even reveal his true identity to her. Unfortunately, the relationship didn't last long, as Catwoman's reform and feelings for Batman came into question when she discovered that the magician Zatanna mind-wiped her for unknown reasons. Catwoman was forced to kill when Black Mask threatened those close to her. Black Mask even drilled the eyes of her sister Maggie's husband and forced her to eat them. Catwoman put a stop to Black Mask by shooting him in the head. After Infinite Crisis in the DC Universe, Selina gave up being Catwoman, as she was now the mother of a baby girl she named Helena. The father was revealed to be Sam Bradley Jr., and Holly Robinson took over as Catwoman. When Film Freak and Angleman figured out Selina's alter ego and threatened Helena, she decided to put her up for adoption with Bruce Wayne's help. She asked Zatanna to mind-wipe her memories of her baby, but Zatanna refused, saying it wouldn't be right. When Hush returned, he decided to use Catwoman as a way to get back at Batman. He removed her heart surgically and dropped her off at Gotham General Hospital. Batman got her heart back, and Catwoman was healed with the help of Dr. Midnight, Mr. Terrific, and Zatanna. As she lied unconscious, recovering, Bruce visited her and confessed that he would love her always. It turned out she was awake, and she heard him. Batman later was a victim of an attack by Darkseid, but with his return, Catwoman is once again at his side. What part she will play in Batman Inc. remains to be seen. Now that you're an expert on Catwoman, be sure to be on the prowl for the next installment of Comic Vine's 3-Minute Expert.